Today we're looking at the GoPro Hero 10 Black. Let's talk about the natural color profile and why I think you should never use it. Take a look at this. That's right, guys, I said that correctly. I don't think most of us should ever be using the natural color profile. Now, if you didn't know, there's 3 color profiles on this GoPro Hero 10 Black. There's flat, there's natural, and there's vibrant. Now, right off the bat, I want to tell you the flat color profile is my absolute favorite, and I'm going to tell you why in just a little bit. But for right now, let's focus on the neutral and vibrant color profiles. If you own a GoPro, or if you've ever seen GoPro footage, you'll know that the colors coming out of this camera are extremely vibrant, extremely punchy. The GoPro colors tend to make people's skin look, I don't know, shall we say like an Oompa Loompa? Yeah, very orange, very vibrant, very punchy. Sometimes that's exactly what you want. Let's just say it's a super bright, sunny day and you're filming some kind of sports-related content, fast action, and you just want that punchy, in-your-face color. That's going to be a good option. Whether it's the natural profile or the vibrant profile, both are going to provide you with very punchy colors. Although the vibrant profile does give you just a tiny bit more vibrance, saturation, whatever you want to call it. So if you need the most vibrant, punchy colors, obviously you're going to want to go with vibrant. The natural color profile does tone the vibrance down a little bit, but realistically, when you're looking at those 2 color profiles side by side, although there is a difference, it's very hard to tell. Where you can tell a difference though is with the flat color profile. I kind of think of it like natural and vibrant, both in the same hand over here, slightly different, but both in the same hand. And then way over here, you have the flat color profile. Now, why am I saying you should never use the natural color profile? And that kind of goes right along with the vibrant color profile. Well, most of us with the GoPro Hero 10 aren't buying this to engage in some crazy fast action sports every single day. Most of us just wanted an easy grab and go, simple solution to create a vlog or some sort of video that's just easy to do, has excellent stabilization, a wide enough lens, the camera was cheap enough. You get my drift? So far, my findings are this GoPro is an excellent little camera, especially recording in that 5.3K. Wow. But the only color profile I've been happy with so far has been flat. With the flat color profile, you actually get a good amount of dynamic range. You can actually see in the shadows, making out detail. With the other 2, the shadows are so dark you almost can't see anything. And the flat color profile retains highlights so much better. Not only that, using this flat color profile with really good light, say golden hour, you may not have to color correct. The colors are that good out of camera. Now there's a caveat to that. You have to use auto white balance. GoPro does a really good job with their auto white balance, I've found so far. And so when I'm using the flat color profile, I'm also using auto white balance as well as auto shutter speed. This combination gives you a really good exposure and a really good white balance with really good colors right out of the camera. Obviously, being a flat color profile, there's plenty of adjustability there. You can go and color correct to your heart's desire, but the point is the colors out of the camera when you're filming in good light are good enough to leave as is. You can use it straight out of the camera. That's with good light. Now, if it's a cloudy, hazy day that's already got very flat lighting, you're probably gonna have to go in and add some saturation and stuff like that. I went out and filmed a few examples for you, and I wanna show you here on the screen. What we're gonna see is flat versus natural and vibrant. And what I think you'll find is that flat looks really good, as I was saying, out of camera. I'm not gonna color correct any of these samples. This is footage directly out of the camera into Adobe Premiere and then exported down, obviously, and then uploaded to YouTube. So what do you think? Was the flat color profile good enough out of camera? Did the natural and vibrant add so much contrast it almost looks like it belongs in a Batman movie or something? That's what I'm finding. There's so much contrast in those other two profiles that it's almost unusable to me. Now, I'm not doing action sports, and like I said, that's probably where you're gonna wanna use those two profiles because you're gonna have really punchy colors and it's gonna look great for that. But if you want an actual natural color profile, don't use natural, use flat. That is the real natural. The other two should be called GoPro 1 and GoPro 2. Okay, here we are filming on the GoPro, and I thought I'd just clarify a couple of things. What I'm saying in this video is the flat color profile is pretty dang good out of camera with a couple of caveats, like I said, using auto shutter speed and auto white balance. And you have to have good light, kind of like what I have now. The sun is pretty low. If you're using the flat color profile on a very flat looking day, it's cloudy out, it's gray, you're gonna need some adjustment in post. But I would imagine on a day like that, even if you were using vibrant, you're probably still gonna want some adjustment in post. So I hope you're understanding the point I'm trying to make, which is flat color profile is far superior to the natural and vibrant color profiles. If you're not making some fast action sports, you're not jumping out of an airplane or surfing a 30-foot wave, you probably don't need those other two color profiles, and matter of fact, you probably don't want to use those. I'm sure you were able to tell in those samples that I showed that the moment you switch that profile to natural or vibrant, all of the shadows, all of the darks get greatly exaggerated. And like I was saying, it almost makes it look like a weird, depressing kind of film. And in the flat profile, everything is light and bright and airy. It just feels better. So yeah, you may have to do some color correction, adding saturation and vibrance to the flat color profile, but I think the end result is going to be far superior and more natural looking than either of the other two profiles. I really do. So seriously, which one do you think looks better? We are now filming in the vibrant color profile, and everything you were seeing before was in the flat color profile. And I know that there is a world of difference there, and you probably couldn't tell that the flat was flat until now that you're seeing the vibrant. But I'm pretty sure you can tell that the vibrant is way, way too overdone. It's not meant for your everyday grab and go, make a vlog type of video. It's really meant for those crazy fast action sports type videos. But if you're just gonna be vlogging, kind of like what I'm doing now, I'm guessing that this is gonna be way too saturated on the colors. What do you think? Comment below. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and that sample footage, and don't forget to comment down below. I'd like to know your 2 cents. In conclusion, like I was saying, if you want the real natural color profile, you gotta use flat, not natural. All right, guys, I hope you learned something. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber to the channel, consider subscribing. I'm Jimmy for The General Expert, and I'll see you in the next one.